Hey guys, what is going on? And welcome back to another edition of Flick News, the show here on FlickDirect where I give you guys the latest that happened in entertainment news throughout the week, and then I give you all my personal take on the matter at hand. I'm your host, Austin Putnam, and this week was a rather interesting week for movie news. So starting off with this week's show, we have some news on Dwayne Johnson and the Fast and Furious franchise, but it's not the greatest news. When Dwayne Johnson entered the Fast and Furious franchise, I'll say is right now, the franchise got a lot better. I mean, don't get me wrong, Fast 5 is an awesome action movie, but I feel like that Dwayne Johnson has helped propel that movie even more so. His charisma brought so much more energy to that film. But it turns out that Dwayne Johnson is no longer in the Fast and Furious movies. I don't know too much about what's going on, but this is what I do know. So this was a while ago. I don't know if you guys remember this correctly, but Vin Diesel and The Rock apparently didn't have the best working relationship on the set of Fast and Furious. For example, Vin Diesel literally said that he was trying to get the best performance out of Dwayne Johnson, when it makes you think, wait a second. Isn't that the director's job who is trying to get the best performance, not the producer's job? From what Dwayne Johnson said, he had a big laugh when Vin Diesel was talking about that. Fast and Furious 9 literally just came out about a month or so ago. Personally wasn't a fan of it. If you haven't listened to our Flick That podcast, I would suggest you do so. There was a great Fast and Furious podcast to which Nathan and I went over all the Fast and Furious movies, including Hobbs and Shaw, to which, if you guys remember correctly, Dwayne Johnson was not in Fast and Furious 9, and I gotta say, I think he would have actually made that movie better. I'm not even kidding with you when I say that. Dwayne Johnson himself said, again, paraphrasing, these aren't his exact words, but he essentially said, you know what, we're on good terms now, but at the same time, I am not going to be in Fast and Furious 10. It is a huge shame that Dwayne Johnson's not going to be in the final Fast and Furious movies, because I think he added so much more energy and so much more enjoyability to the franchise. And knowing that he's not in the finale anymore, it kind of upsets me, but I'm still looking forward to seeing what he's going to do with Jason Statham in the next Hobbs and Shaw film, to which I really do want to see, in all honesty. I saw this, and I'm a bit surprised, but at the same time, not. As you all know, I have been talking about this film nonstop. The Batman is my most anticipated movie of next year. I have been waiting for this film eagerly ever since it was announced. I loved the DC fandom teaser. The Batman has a lot of villains in it. I mean, oh my god, there's Catwoman, there's the Riddler, there's also Carmine. Not Carmine, oh my god. Put his name right there, editor, because that is going to get me killed by Batman fans. I'm a huge Batman fan. I am so sorry. As you all know, Colin Farrell was playing as the Penguin, to which I could not believe that was actually him in the trailer, and I cannot wait for this movie. But from what I've been hearing, Colin Farrell's screen time in the Batman is be rather short, as apparently according to a report out there, he only has 5 or 6 scenes max. A lot of people might be disappointed with this, but a part of me is, but at the same time, I'm not shocked, because here's the thing. The main villain of the Batman is not the Penguin. It's the Riddler. It's Paul Dano's the Riddler. Even Matt Reeves said that this is essentially a rogue gallery of villains, to which it makes complete sense. I mean, look who is in this movie. I wish that an actor like Colin Farrell had more screen time, especially knowing he's playing the Penguin, but still, nonetheless, I'm excited to see what scenes he has with Robert Pattinson's Batman. I'm just excited to see what he's going to be doing in this movie as the freaking Penguin, because, like, just think about this. Colin Farrell as the Penguin. That's a brilliant idea. This particular story, I think, is really freaking cool, and I'm excited to see what happens. I don't know if you all know about director Matt Shankman. He is mostly known on TV for It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He directed some episodes of Game of Thrones, but most recently he directed WandaVision, to which, if you haven't seen WandaVision, I highly recommend it. WandaVision was awesome. The finale was a bit underwhelming, but still, the show itself was fan-freaking-tastic. From what I know of, unless I don't know about it, he has never directed movies before. I mean, please let me know in the comments below if I'm completely wrong. It seems, though, that finally that Matt Shankman is making his first time directorial debut for a feature film, and that is, get ready, the next Star Trek, which I love. Star Trek Beyond, that was released like, what, oh my god, has it already been 5 years since Star Trek Beyond came out? I love this idea. I mean, Matt Shankman, I think, is an amazing director behind the camera and TV, and I'm very excited to see what he's going to bring from his TV background into films, into feature films. I mean, there have been plenty of directors that went from TV to films. Look at J.J. Abrams, Alan Taylor. There's a couple of others. I think Patty Jenkins directed TV first before going to movies, but I can't really be too certain on that. Knowing he was able to handle WandaVision, I can't wait to see what he has in store for the new Star Trek film. I can't wait to see this. I'm excited to see what this man has in store for us because I think the guy has a great talent behind the camera, so I am very excited to see what Matt Shankman's going to do with the next Star Trek. As you all can see, my final news story of this week has me smiling big time because we got our first trailer for the new, and I think, final Jackass movie, Jackass Forever. Here's the thing, guys. I'm a big Jackass fan. I kind of grew up watching the MTV show when it was first on air. I've seen all the movies, including Bad Grandpa, and I didn't know if they're going to make a new one. I didn't think they should until I saw this trailer. I'm excited, man. It's a bummer knowing that Bam Margera is no longer this. I mean, it sucks because if you guys have been following his personal life, the guy has been doing not particularly great, although it seems that now he's trying to get his life together. Knowing that most of the guys, that 95% of the guys, are getting back together with also a brand new crew. Jackass Forever legitimately looks like you're just coming back together with old friends and watching this while you're laughing, as I said in your trailer, laughing your asses off. It feels like Jackass again, but bringing it on to a new generation as well, which is what I absolutely love about this trailer. I was laughing, I was smiling, and there's a couple of stunts in this movie, or in the trailer I should say, that I could not stop laughing. As a Jackass fan, I cannot wait. It comes out late October. Bring on this movie for me. I cannot wait to go to the movies and hopefully with a packed audience and have a great laugh and smiling big time by the end. And that's gonna wrap it up for this week's show. Please comment down below and let us know, how do you guys feel about Dwayne Johnson not being in the final Fast and Furious movies? Do you think he's better off without them, or do you think he should be in them? Also, how do you all feel about Colin Farrell only being in 5 or 6 scenes within the Batman? Also, what do you all think of Matt Shankman directing the next Star Trek film? And finally, have you guys seen the first trailer for Jackass Forever? Are you excited for the film, or do you think that they should not have continued with this film? Let us know below. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's show. If so, please hit that like button, also share, and don't forget the subscribe button and the notification bell for whenever the latest video from us goes live. If you guys want to see the previous 2 news shows, please click right there or right there. And of course, until next week's show, we will see you all next week. Have a great week, guys. Hit like, smash subscribe, and get notified for whenever reviews, interviews, and news go live.